Hi guys. Oh, hi guys. Cookie was saying hello to you. So, we are all set for a live session with Amrit Deshmukh. I'm super excited. Let's wait for him to come live and I'll just wait. Maybe till he's coming live, let's Hello guys, how are you doing? So that was a tribute to our booklet guy. Thank you for being with me, and a small tribute to our celebrity, our brand ambassador, Amrit Deshmukh of Booklet Guy. I am super excited. I hope all of you are. Thank you so much for being here. Another 5 minutes more, and we are going to invite our booklet guy whom we are waiting from last 3 weeks, and finally the time has come in to just be here. So from the time Amrit has agreed to come live, I am in love with books. You can't be there as an accountable partner having Amrit with you and you don't fall in love with books. So guys, just be ready. I could assure you that you are going to fall in love with books, and that's what this guy has done to me, because I have been following him very religiously, very closely from last 2 to 3 weeks, watching all his videos on Instagram, on Facebook, and understanding what exactly he do. So today we have got him live with us. 1 second. Okay, so we have got him live with us in just few minutes. I feel I could see Amrit here. So before, thank you guys, thank you so much for being here, all of you. Thank you so much. I hope I'm clear, audible, clear. So let me see whether Amrit is already here. Yeah, Amrit is already there. So Amrit, I'll wait for your request to come in, and once you send the request, I'll accept and we can go live. I feel all of us are waiting for you. So such an amazing personality, and the idea which he is working on, Make India Read. And trust me guys, I mean, the way he put down the summary in the booklet app, and once you read that summary, there is no chance that you will not fall in love. You get addicted to books. And that's what happened with me. I had a huge shelf of books, but I was so lazy to read it. But from the time I've connected with Amrit, he literally made me understand what's the power of reading books. So Amrit, should I send you? Okay, there's another 2-3 minutes, Amrit. The reason I came live early so that Instagram can intimate all of the guys who are connected with me that we are live, and we'll give 2-3 minutes more for all to get connected, and till then let's fall in love with few songs. Okay, so yeah, hi Amrit, I could see you. So okay, we can get connected. I'm waiting for your request, or I'll send you request. 1 second. Request to the booklet guy. I'm just waiting for him to come live. Hi.
Hi. Hi,
How
Lina.
are you, Amrit? How are
Thank you. Thank you so much for considering me as a deserving candidate to be on your platform. Thank you so much.
You are my honor that you accepted the offer of coming live with me. I mean, I was not aware. I have never been in touch with you. I just think you followed all your, it's such a great work you are doing. And I was so fascinated with your work. So much thrilled about the way you do it. Thank you so much for accepting and being here. It's really my honor. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very
So
excited.
guys,
Very excited to
Thank you. So, guys, everyone who are here and who don't know Amrit, Amrit is a famous brand now. He's a celebrity. Should I call you a celebrity? Should I call you a brand?
Uh,
As a booklet guy.
booklet guy is not a brand or a celebrity. Booklet guy is a spirit
It's
that believes in the power of reading habit. Yeah.
superb. That's so amazing. I mean, it's so amazing. Every state, what you say, Amrit, it's like it's totally a different way of perception and understanding how you take it. So
Thanks
the
to
book
books. Thanks to
guy
books.
is a spirit. It's not a brand. It's a spirit that he's actually taking it as an idea which he lives by. He breathes by. He on his in his brain, in his nerves, each and every cell of his body. He is running a mission of Make India Read. And today, all of us who are watching here, we are here to give wings to your mission, Amrit. And we all here promise today that we actually help in whichever way we can, where we can actually help you for your mission of Make India Read. So thank you so much. I'm super excited to hear your story coming down from having the best of the best cars, a fat salary, expensive, a handsome guy where the girls will be just following you back and forth, leaving everything in. You got into one room in a very normal state, grounded, just reading books for India. How come this change? What inspired you to do this?
See, whatever you said right now, I always remember that Sachin Tendulkar and Vinod Kamble. If you see both the boys, same age, same talent, same opportunities, and see one guy where did he go and the other guy where he is today, right? So it's he Vinod Kamble got carried away by the initial success, and then the same is the case. Whatever attention I'm getting, yeah, it's because I'm locking myself inside my bedroom and reading books. If I stop doing that and get carried away with the attention that I'm getting, I'll be doomed within weeks. Within weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've come to realize after reading thousands of books that character is more important than personality. Yeah. Now, what do I mean by character and what do I mean by personality? Is what you do when nobody is watching you defines your character, and how we behave when somebody is watching, when the world is watching, is personality. And history assigns legendary status for what we are and not what we appear to be.
Wow.
And when you always work on your character day in, day out, you don't have to work on your personality separately. But unfortunately, we get to hear personality development courses, but have you ever heard about character development courses? No. So after our session is done, after say 1 hour or so, and now I'm free, nobody is going to watch me, I go into my bedroom, I have a choice whether to flirt with a girl on WhatsApp or read 4 pages from Mark Manson, yeah, Robin Sharma. That will decide, how I'll be perceived by you or somebody when I'm being seen, I'm watched by everybody. I have not prepared a single word today, but I'm very confident because I've been working on my character.
Yeah, that's so amazing. So amazing. Thank you so much for that. I mean, today I know that there are more than 1 million people, it's Indians across the globe. People have been following you and they are part of Booklet. They are part of your mission. So how did all this happen? I mean, I know you started from scratch. It's today people know you so well, but what were your ups and downs? I just want to know your struggles, your wins today, of course. But how did it all started? Was it a roller coaster journey like every entrepreneur goes through? So I want your challenges and how you overcome those challenges.
I was never been the way I am today. I'm in a completely altered state of mind, thanks to the mission, thanks to thousands of books which have become part of my character today. But 5 years ago, honestly, I was completely money-minded. I firmly believed there is nothing more important than money in life. And the obvious place to land up after becoming a CA was stock market. And I got a job in stock market, started making a lot of money, small car, big car, expensive vacations abroad, luxurious life, chauffeur-driven car. And then I thought, okay, now enough of money. I got bored of making money. and I thought let's become an entrepreneur. I started a new startup, but I failed. I said, okay, let me try a second startup. My second startup also failed. I tried a third startup, and guess what happened this time? It failed. So with 3 failed startups on my LinkedIn profile, and as a result of that, 1 failed relationship on my Facebook profile, because 70% of my life savings were wiped out thanks to the 3 startups. I went into chronic depression for 1.5 months. Yeah. So one of my CA friends stopped pity on me.
Back to job?
No, I decided not to go back because I didn't want to go into that corporate life again. But one common thread that went through all these setbacks was my reading habit. That was perhaps the reason why I did not go back to that corporate world. Thanks to my elder brother, I was never an avid reader since childhood. In fact, I used to hate books. I was such a naive reader that for many years as a child, I always assumed that Anonymous is the name of a famous poet.
Yeah.
That naive reader I was. But thanks to my elder brother, so he's more of a fatherly figure to me because he's way elder to me by almost 12 years. So not a fighter sibling, but more of a fatherly figure. And he used to play a trick on my birthdays. When I was a child and my birthday approached, few weeks before my birthday, he used to call all my friends and their parents that don't bring any toys as gifts on Amrut's birthday. And if at all you want to gift anything, only and only books. So in short, Lena, I never enjoyed my birthdays. So surrounded with books and no toys to play, I got introduced to Harry Potter, Tenali Raman, Akbar Birbal, Alice in Wonderland, Sherlock Holmes, Beauty and the Beast, Vikram Betal. And but I think that was not the turning point. As a child, I believed books means only stories and fantasy. It was after my 10th exams, my brother again came to me and said that now you're growing up, you should start reading non-fiction. I said, what's non-fiction? Because as a child, I thought books means only stories. And my brother said, no, there is thousands and lakhs of books which are not necessarily based on stories, but you get to learn a lot from these books. And I said, then what was I doing for last 10 years in my school? I was learning, right? And he said, no, these things are not taught in schools. I said, why? And he said, I don't know. And he gifted me a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That was my first non-fiction book of my life. And after reading that book, I went mad on my parents, my teachers, that for our 10 years of education, nobody even told me about financial freedom. किसी ने बात भी नहीं की why rich are richer and poor become poorer, what is passive income, active income, perhaps because they did not know it.
Yeah.
And from there,
पैसे का बात कर ही नहीं सकते थे. I mean, in that time.
Yeah. From there, then came The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Chanakya Niti, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Think and Grow Rich. And I realized that the more I know, the more I come to know that there is a lot that I don't know. So this is how I became an avid reader since then.
We don't know what we don't know. So your entire schooling was actually, you had this habit of reading. I mean, thanks to your brother. So are you saying that your entire family is into a reading habit?
Not family, but honestly, my character is influenced by my brother.
Awesome.
More often.
So
he played the role of my father. Yeah. So because I was born very late in my family, so my real parents, my mom, dad, had lost all the excitement of having a child, and I thank it for it. I don't complain it. I was thankful for it that I was not over-parented and overprotected. And because my brother and sister were not technically qualified to become my parents, they left me open to do lots of experiments. I fell down, I got up, I fell down, I got up. They never stopped me. I never heard the word no, you can't ever in my life since childhood. And you know what? I have read in one of the books called Most and More by Mahatria Ra. He's one of the spiritual gurus of India. And there is one statistic which says that a normal Indian child till the age of 14 hears the word no and you can't 180,000 times from his parents. And then we expect when he grows old to say, I can, I will. कैसा करेगा भाई वो?
Exactly. So good. Um, Amrit, I mean, even if I take my life, I have so many kept in my shelf. When I started my entrepreneurship journey 7 years back, and it was a fever because everyone was saying readers are leaders, and if you are in entrepreneurship, you have to be a leader, you have to read books. And just for that craze of buying books, I kept buying, and it was there in my shelf. And I have a very big bookshelf of self-help books. But that having a habit of reading, I love watching videos. I keep watching videos. I might be reading 1 or 2 pages, then I get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed that, oh my god, I'm not able to finish this chapter. Oh my god, I need to finish 300 pages book. How many days it will take? How can I increase the speed? All these problems, I don't know whether you went through. Have you heard anybody saying about it? Because I myself went through in my life. And sometimes what happens when I take a book and I feel like, oh my god, I'm not able to relate a certain chapter in this book, and I'm not able to understand it. But then I'll have a guilty feeling that I didn't read certain chapters and I left the book, and with that guilt I'll be staying for months together and I'll not touch any new book. So, what are the suggestions from you? I'm not sure whether you have heard this anytime earlier, but I have faced it in my life a lot.
You will be surprised to know, Lina, that these are the exact struggles that even I went through throughout my life. Yeah. And these are the problems of everybody, I guess. You are not an exception, you are the rule. So, in fact, when I started traveling across the world, people started inviting me at various seminars, abroad. The common questions from the crowd was these ones: Amrut, I'm a slow reader. Amrut, how to remember what I read?
Oh,
Amrut,
yes.
I take a book with I take a book with a lot of enthusiasm, start reading, but by the time I reach page number 25, tai pus. Yeah, I lose the interest. Somehow I don't know. Amrut, how to implement the ideas that I read. Yeah, Amrut, I never finish a book. I've left many books half read and have the guilt of not reading regularly. So see, exactly the same phrases got repeated, and I felt, wow, these are all my problems. And I started experimenting with all these reading problems, and finally identified 7 vital habits, which then manifested into a book. And I wrote a book. The name of the book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Readers. Yeah, not people. So I attribute to my favorite author, Stephen Covey's book. And so I'll just share the first habit, which is very interesting, which is a non-habit. It says, don't take reading too seriously. Yes, I am saying this, booklet guy who has read thousands of books. So take it on face value. So when you say that I feel the guilt that I have left the last book half read, I counter question you. Do you feel guilty when you are watching a movie on TV, and just because it is not exciting and you're not getting entertained, you change the channel and you say, oh my God, I insulted Amir Khan. I'm a bad movie watcher.
No.
See, that brings a smile on your face. Why? Because we take watching movies and TV serials so casually, and we expect them to keep us entertained. It is their responsibility to keep us excited.
Yeah.
But when it comes to books, we think that the problem is with us. No, it is not all your fault always. It is also the responsibility of the author to keep you excited, to keep you engaged.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's okay to leave books half read. Trust me, I have left hundreds of books half read and I don't feel guilty about it, because there is nothing called good reader and bad reader. There is only reader and non-reader. That's all.
Yeah.
Maybe because after page number 25, you don't feel like reading the book later on. Maybe there is nothing new in the book. Maybe you're not able to learn something new. Maybe the whole objective of the book is to teach you what kind of books you should not read.
Yeah.
What the purpose solve?
True.
So draw any damn conclusion, but don't think that something is wrong with you. I'll give you another analogy to convince you. Imagine you are part of an audience and a speaker comes on the podium and starts delivering a speech, but he's very boring, lacking the charisma. He's also not has a command on his topic, on his domain knowledge. पका रहा है, बहुत पका रहा है वो, हाँ. What will you say as part of the audience? अरे यार इसको कौन लेके आया यार? And either you will take out your favorite instrument from your pocket and your hands will start dancing on the screen, or पतली गली से निकल जाओगे ना. Now if the same person, same speaker writes a book and it comes in your hands, you have to read word to word. Oh. Are you getting my points?
Yeah, true.
Now see, the same person, perhaps the same message, is
Yeah.
going to write the same thing that he is speaking on the stage. When the medium changes, yeah, our approach towards the message changes completely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't it funny?
Absolutely
अगर किसी का भाषण अच्छा नहीं है तो क्या जबरदस्ती ताली बजाना है क्या? नहीं बजाएंगे भाई.
correct.
My intention is not to insult the authors, okay? Authors are God to me. Because of authors, there is a reader, or else booklet guy would have never born. कोई born ही नहीं होता, right?
True.
The objective here is to remove the guilt from your head.
Yeah.
That it's okay. Okay, it's okay to leave books. दोस्त को अच्छा लगा चलेगा, आपको नहीं अच्छा लगा हो सकता है, possible है.
तो जो chapter अच्छा नहीं लगा, we can just skip off the pages and come to chapter
Exactly.
10 from
Yes,
first to
yes.
10. So,
Absolutely.
okay. So, I used to stay with this guilt so much. And now sometimes I also would like to know from you that maybe it is the same book which we are reading. And if I pick up the Rich Dad Poor Dad now and what I have read 7 years back, the understanding of each and every line would have changed. The perception would have changed, because the person when I was 7 years back and what I am today, I'm an evolved person. So I understood it in a different way. So do you actually suggest to read a particular book these many times to completely absorb the real meaning of every word from that book?
Let us first try to understand how we learn. I've read a very interesting book called Instead of Education. What an interesting name. Instead of Education by John Holt. We think that learning and doing are two different phases.
Yeah.
We first learn and then we apply. We do the stuff. No, that's a misconception. They are not two different phases. You learn while doing. Doing is learning. For example, a girl wants to learn piano. Okay, will she say that I'm learning piano, then I will play piano? Does that happen so? No, both happens at the same time. But unfortunately, we are asked to sit within the four walls of the classroom for 10-15 years, learn, and then apply. Unfortunately. Yeah, I really wish my mathematics teacher, when she was teaching me trigonometry and sine cos theta inside the four walls of classroom, and she would have taken me to the nearby flyover bridge which was under construction, and then told, Amrut, the principles of sine cos theta are used here. And if you don't use them properly, the bridge will collapse. I would have loved to learn trigonometry more by doing things.
True.
Right?
True.
So you don't have to reach to the last page of the book to do something. Even if a one line or one paragraph strikes you hard, forces you to replace your old belief with your new ones, your old assumption with a new one, try to force it in your daily routine, come what may, within 24 hours. Not necessarily in the same area where the author is saying. You can replicate it in any other area.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, I read a book by a US Navy SEAL, Admiral. Name of the book was Make Your Bed. So he says that the first thing you should do when you wake up in the morning is to make your bed. Now that sounds very stupid, a no-brainer job. उससे क्या होने वाला है? Make your bed, चादर ठीक करना है, bedsheet ठीक करना है. And he says, no, it's a big thing, because for 7 hours, 8 hours, your subconscious mind is empty. The first thing you do is the signal that goes to your brain, your subconscious mind, that this guy is an organized guy. He never procrastinates. He is neat and tidy. Yeah. So such a profound effect goes on your subconscious mind. Now, when I zoomed out, I have a habit of zooming out and reading between the lines and look at the idea holistically with a broader perspective, that yes, this is also applicable when I'm on the desk in my office, that first I have to clean my desk, not jump on the laptop and open it. पहले इधर क्या कचरा पेन पड़ा है उसको ठीक करो, इधर कुछ पेपर पड़े हैं, इधर बुकमार्क पड़ा है, चकाचक करो डेस्क को, then open the laptop. That is also applicable to my laptop desktop page, which is full of files and photos. Yeah, but when you are downloading a photo or a file from internet, yeah, you are tempted to save it on the home page, on the desktop, right? But usi waqt, if you decide it should go to the right folder where it is supposed to go, that is as good as making your bed. तो वरना लोगों के आप होम पेज देखोगे ना, there are so many files that the wallpaper behind it becomes invisible.
Yeah,
Right? This is like that.
true.
This is very important. Now see, make your bed. I have applied in so many areas,
Yeah.
and I have not yet completed the book. I'm on page number 50 yet, but I'm already living the book. So you don't apply or implement, you live the book, make them a part of your character by forcing it in your daily routine.
Wow, so inspirational. Oh my God. I mean, just making the bed, you had so much of meaning, such a deep meaning into it. Today I've understood. Thank you so much, Amrut, for sharing that. So, I also want to know, especially if all the viewers, I just want to tell you that if you have any questions to Amrit, please comment here. We can take your questions and Amrit would love to answer it. And meanwhile, I have a list of questions here, a full diet of questions. I don't know whether today's time would be enough. Okay, so Amrit, one more thing, I mean, which I have gone through is related to reading books. And when I feel like, oh wow, this statement is so nice. I was reading the book, I don't know whether I have it. Yeah, I have it. I was reading the book like You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. And in this book, there was a line called as you need to be connected to your source energy, and universe is ready to give you everything. So this is a process of manifestation, which I was understanding. But whenever I try to remember few lines which has been written there, and it's literally stuck to my heart, but I can't remember at that time when I'm teaching my clients. So I have to literally open the book and tell her that go to page number this, then I read from here. Or sometimes I make notes. So when few lines which are very close to me, I start making notes. And my husband was making fun of me that you are making notes? Why can't you remember? So I just want to know from you, like, have you ever felt this, and what are the tips of remembering things which is close to your heart?
Yeah. So that leads us to habit number 5 in my book. So it's 7 habits. So habit number 5. Yes, I see many of my friends, before they start reading a book, they take pen, pencil, and I'm sure you are one of them. Blue pen, red pen, black pen, then scale, rubber, pencil, and that fluorescent green highlighter, orange highlighter. अरे बाप रे, ये सब औजार लेके बैठेंगे, and then they will highlight so much on each page that the non-highlighted part looks like highlighted. You don't remember by decorating a book, okay? Taking notes, yeah, it's a good habit. But to be very honest, do we refer the diary in future? Do we refer those notes in future? Very unlikely. Yeah. The best way to remember what you read is to read and discuss. Read and discuss within 24 hours. मैं पकड़ के दोस्तों को on the dining table, in the train with whom I'm commuting, on phone, कोई नहीं तो Facebook Live. The whole world is there to listen to us. Yeah. Read and discuss is very, very important. Yeah. I've read a statistics in one of the book written by Michelle Obama, who was the first lady. We speak 7,000 words in a day, which is worth 30 pages of a novel, of a book. Yeah. But unfortunately, 90% of those words are gossip and small talk. I think this is the defeat of human intellect, and I'm sorry to say that. What better can be to discuss one big idea that you have recently read in a book, yeah, to uplift the quality of conversation with your friend. Yeah, gossiping वगैरह अचानक से चला जाएगा. What do you have to discuss? Not the summary, not the review, not the critical appraisal of the author. One big idea, that struck you hard, which was like an eye opener. You emerged as a completely different person than you were just a few minutes ago. It happens, right? One sentence, one paragraph, and you feel like a tight slap on your face. Oh my God. Like I was reading a book written by Suzanne Cain on introverts called Quiet. The name of the book was Quiet. And I was a firm believer that introvert people are like dumb. थोड़ा उनका screw ढीला रहता है because they're very shy. And after reading this book, the author said there is the quality of an idea and the ability to express that idea has nothing to do with each other. And I felt like a tight slap on my face that yes, it's so true. Just because they're not able to express, they're not able to articulate in proper word, that doesn't mean they don't have great ideas in their heads. Yeah. And my entire approach towards introverts changed. Now I encourage them to speak up, to open up, make them talk, listen patiently, so that I can also get the greatest of the greatest ideas from everybody. So usually meeting में क्या होता है? The flashy, expressive extroverts become the highlight of the meeting because they are very talkative and loud. Yeah. But now that's not the case. I make sure 3 minutes each member of the meeting should speak, not less, not more. And the problem is solved.
Awesome. That was an eye opener. Thank you so much. You know, your words are literally consoling me. So all my blockages of my brain are coming.
Yeah. Now you see, I have a selfish motive. I have been repeating all these ideas. That means I'm revisiting all these books without rereading.
Yeah.
Haven't I revised all these ideas by discussing with you?
True.
Yeah. So I've already revisited the book. So repetition is the friend of memory. Yeah. What are the chances that you will forget your own name in your lifespan, Lena? What are the chances? Almost zero. Yeah. Not coincidentally, this is the only word you have repeated maximum number of times in your life.
True.
And hence you'll never forget it. Repetition is the friend of memory.
Awesome. Wonderful. One thing which I have heard, one of your videos when I was scrolling through either Instagram or Facebook, there was a line which you were saying, abundance is the enemy of motivation. I was not able to get it. I was not able to sync with it because you always say that we are all abundant, and abundance is something which we have to feel every moment of our life and be thankful to the universe. But suddenly I'm hearing that line from you that abundance is the enemy of motivation. So can you please explain that to me, because it's still not synced in.
Sure. As a corollary to this line, I read it in one of the books written by Russell Conwell called Acres of Diamonds. And just to clarify, because it's a different shade of the meaning of the word abundance. What you said is absolutely right. That has a different shade of meaning of the word abundance. The author says, I pity the one who inherits a big fortune. I pity the one who inherits a big fortune. And I like, wow. And I was complaining about my dad that he is leaving very limited resources for me. Yeah, but now suddenly, wow, I'm so lucky that I have got the motivation to work hard. I don't have abundance inherited from my dad.
Got it.
अगर वो रहता, rental income महीने का आ रहा है, mission Make India, it wouldn't have been possible. मैं आलसी होता.
Got it.
I would have been driving a Ferrari with a severe back pain.
Yeah.
क्योंकि मैं जिम में भी नहीं जाता, exercise नहीं करता. What's the use of having a BMW with a severe back pain? Abundance is the enemy of motivation. If you get a lot of things easily without any effort, you know, हमको मस्ती आती है.
Yeah.
A simple example is, just because there are 300 channels on TV, you know, we just scan करते रहते हैं and we end up watching nothing. Yeah, 300 चैनल है ना, देखते हैं. पर जब हमारे पास 2 ही चैनल थे, दूरदर्शन और डीडी, तब बराबर हम एक देखते थे. You are not wasting time on scanning. Yeah. Correct. Abundance is the enemy of motivation. Now see how I use this idea in the mission. So I have read thousands of books. I have read almost 280 book summaries, which are I have uploaded in text and audio form on my booklet server. If you download the app now, and if I dump all those summaries in your mobile right now, I bet you will not read any of them. You know why? Abundance is the enemy of motivation. Yeah. So what I came out with an idea was, read one, get one. Only if you read or listen to the existing summary, only then you will be eligible to download a new summary of your choice. Yeah. And one, there is no limit. Now suddenly you are valuing that new summary because you have put some effort. Right? Yeah. Why? And that is motivating you now. You're not, the opposite of abundance is scarcity. If something is scarcely available, you suddenly value it a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Just think, no, somebody has given a greeting card bought from the market, and somebody has made a greeting card for you by his hands. You suddenly value it more.
True.
It's very special to your. It is close to your heart. Why? Because efforts are gone into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this read one get one policy is doing so wonders. So 15th October is the birth anniversary of Abdul Kalam. So on that day, Maharashtra government has declared it as Vachan Prerna Din. So on that occasion, I appeal to all the 16 lakh booklet readers that let's read as many booklets as possible today. You know, that day my server crashed. You know, boys and girls were downloading 35 booklets in a day. And the fact that they were able to download, that means they were reading, because I've put that technology that way. If you read, the progress bar, you know, goes from 0% to 100% as you read more.
Got it.
And then once you are done with one summary, the booklet logo starts dancing, indicating that you are now qualified to download a new summary.
Oh, beautiful. That's so great. So great. So now so the booklet part of it, the booklet app, can you explain how does it all work so that all of the viewers who are watching here who has not downloaded it can go ahead and download it? And what's the funda behind that key? You need to have the booklet key. So wo bhi thoda explain karo.
Yeah.
And how does it work? So you have to complete reading a particular summary of a
Sure.
book, and then you will be able to download the next one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I've already discussed. To be very honest, I don't stand for booklet app. I stand for the higher purpose of reading habit. Yeah, as I said earlier. Yeah, I strongly believe that if I'm not reading, I'm not changing. And if I'm not changing, I'm not growing. And because of this strong belief, I have a burning desire to cultivate the habit of reading amongst the youth of India. And hence I'm on a mission called Make India Read. Yeah. So booklet app is just a stupid excuse to keep books relevant in your daily routine. I'm not for everybody. Yeah. So just because, as I said, abundance, just because the app is free, कुछ पैसा नहीं भरना है, people started downloading the app, especially in the lockdown. कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है, app download करी तो free है, download करके रखा, and then it is lying there for months. Yeah. And suddenly when the memory of your mobile reaches 100%, the first app that is thrown out of the mobile is booklet app, because there are other attractive apps,
Yeah.
dating apps, Instagram, YouTube Music.
True.
I'm not for such people. I'm not for them for whom pornography and stand-up comedy and is their life. Fine, even I love Kapil Sharma, but in moderation. Yeah, once in a week is okay. Some people are just addicted to these things. I'm not for them. I'm for that girl who locks herself inside the bedroom, especially when her friends are partying in a late night club and she's busy underlining big ideas. I stand for that girl. I stand for that lady who was a passionate reader in childhood, but now because of office work balance, she has lost touch with books. I stand for her, right? So I'm not for everybody. I'm only for those who believe in reading habit. And so I have closed the gates of Mission Make India Read in the lockdown because I'm not interested in numbers. I strongly believe that growth is not about getting bigger. It is about getting better. So I don't care about app downloads, likes and views, and never talk about please like, share, वगैरह भी सब नहीं बोलता हूँ. So if you are really passionate and have that burning desire to cultivate reading habit and join the mission, then you will find the key somehow, because there are 16 lakh people inside the gate who can happily give you the key. You just have to find one of them, maybe on social media, and I'm sure one of them who is already, see, somebody has shared the key here. Pramod Soni has shared the key. Thank you so much, Pramod. So you guys can, and Pramod will now get a statistic of how many people he has inspired to read, because if you download his app using his key, his number of people inspired will increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, aisa hoga. So he can also keep a track and he'll be motivated to inspire more and more people to read.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I mean, it's such an innovative ways wherein you come up and make people read. That is so wonderful. So, is it, I mean, you are reading I'm assuming you are reading the whole day from the time you get up, apart from your exercises. So have you ever felt like अरे बहुत हो गया अभी reading, अब कुछ करते हैं, कुछ और करते हैं? तो ऐसा कुछ है? Do you have any other hobby? I know you are a fitness freak, so you spend time in gym. I have seen your photos. So और क्या है that you like? कभी ऐसा लगा है कि आज बहुत रीडिंग हो गया, अब कुछ और करते हैं? So what do you do in that period?
Yeah, of course, anything in excess is not good. But yeah, when you work on your passion now, then work doesn't remain work. It becomes play.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like to play the whole day? Yeah.
True.
When you work on your passion, you don't have to wait for a Sunday to enjoy.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for a Monday to work. For me, they all are same.
Yeah.
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 Literally, अभी रात के जब 10 बज जाते हैं, I have to go to bed by 10:30. I feel like अरे यार अभी जाके सोना पड़ेगा. Shit यार. Sleep becomes an obstacle when you work on your passion.
Wow.
It's just a physical need to go to bed and just wake up in the morning restlessly and get back to play.
So how many?
So, but yeah, apart from books, as you said, fitness, because books have taught me that the top priority should be fitness. Because if I don't exercise today, I'll be reducing my life by one day probably, because I'll be that much unhealthy, and I'll be reading one book less probably for the mission, and I'll be failing to make India read by 1%. So I have to exercise, come what may, 7 days a week, wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, go to the terrace, do those 100 push-ups, 100 burpees and rope jumps, come what may.
Wow, I salute you for your thoughts. Oh my God, आप किस चीज से बने हो? So from where all these thoughts? It's amazing. You are just incredible. How many books do you read in a day, Amrit? कितने books read कर लेते?
It's like
Cost of reading.
It's like asking a fish how much time do you swim. It comes by default. I have books everywhere in my house.
If anybody can be.
Sorry, yo. I have books in my drawing room. I have books in the kitchen. I have books in the bedroom, and I have books in my toilet as well. But I read one book a day. Yeah, I make sure that I read at least one book a day.
Okay, so can you give some tips around increasing the speed of all of us to while we read? How do you increase the speed?
Oh yeah. I would like to rephrase your question a bit. It's less of increasing the reading speed. It's more about getting the most from the book in minimum time and effort is what you are likely to ask. Yeah.
Okay.
So there are two things. One is, again, my habit number 3 is get the big picture. Okay, there is a difference between learning and studying. We learn cooking, we learn driving, we learn swimming, we don't study them, right? Study is academic, performance oriented. Learning is always work in progress.
Yeah.
In order to learn driving, it's okay if you don't know what happens in the carburetor, right? In the bonnet, it's okay. The same is the thing. Ye jo books hai na, which are not part of our syllabus, you are not going to be tested on the information that you are gaining from these books. It's okay. Even if you learn 1, 2, or 3 big ideas from a book, you are done. You don't have to gain mastery on a book. Don't you think learning 10% from 10 different books will be more advantageous than learning 100% from one book?
True.
Yes or no?
True.
I'm not talking about academic books. I'm not talking about academic books. आप fail हो जाओगे ये approach से. Yeah. Your life is not an examination. Life is work in progress. It's not a performance, right? Yeah.
Wow.
So this is one part which takes care of 80%.
Work in progress, and it's not a performance.
It's not a performance.
It's awesome. Yeah.
So if this is the approach, get the big picture, skip the details. Okay, 80% of your time is saved here. Yeah. Now comes 20% the technique of increasing your reading speed, but it is only 20%. So not so important. But anyway, I'll share the technique. It was propagated by Tony Buzan, who is the father of speed reading, and he has written many books on speed reading, mind mapping, and memory techniques. I've also mentioned in detail about it in my book. Although I can't teach you how to increase reading speed, but I can tell you the science behind speed reading. So what was the first word that you learned in English language when you were a child? Apple.
Apple.
A for apple. How did we read the word apple when we were a child? A-P-P-L-E. Apple. Do we read this way today? No. We straight away say the word apple. Why? Because our eyes have habituated that we can read we did not read the individual letters A-P-P-L-E, because our eyes can recognize the unique combination of A-P-P-L-E, and that red color thing pops up in our mind, right? Unfortunately, our education stopped there. We were not taught that if you can read the entire word without reading the individual letters, then you can also read group of words without reading individual words.
Oh,
समझा क्या?
you can read the entire statement without reading the
sentence or
Okay.
individual words.
Yeah.
तो करना क्या है? When you are holding a book, suppose you are usually holding it here, slightly move it a little away, maybe 1 foot away, so that your peripheral view expands. Now, what do I mean by peripheral view? If my primary focus is on my screen right now, on you, I'm indirectly also looking at the curtains on my right, and I'm also looking indirectly at the couch on my left. So my peripheral view is 1.5 meters. Itna bada hai wo. And what is the width of a book? Less than 1 foot.
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? Yeah. So we read this way, right? Left to right. Unless you are reading Urdu, it's left to right. Tony Buzan reads this way, one line at a time. So he has habituated his eyes to read the entire line at a time. It is possible. It has nothing to do with your intellect, smartness, or IQ. It's about habituating your eyes and unlearning the old habit of reading one word at a time and learning to grab 3 to 4 words at a time. So what you have to do is, if you're opening a book and trying to read the first sentence, don't look at the first word, don't look at the second word, straight away look at the third word. Your main focus is on the third word, and your indirect focus is on 2 words on the left and 2 words on the right. So कितना हो गया? एक बीच में, 2 इधर, 2 उधर, 5 words. Try to grab all those 5 words at the same time. It will be ridiculously frustrating initially, trust me, because learning the skill which you have already learned for so many years. So unlearning the old skill is more difficult than learning the new skill.
Oh, well, that's a wonderful idea. I mean, I'm surely going to implement this. And it's very fascinating. I mean, concentrate on the third word and then on the peripherals, 2 words. So at a time, you're actually reading 5 words at one.
Yes.
Right? Oh, wow.
Sudden, yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So now that you have become so famous and everyone knows this, people want you, you are in demand. So how do you actually manage the social media and still so that your productivity is not, you are not distracted with all the social medias which are coming in? And I'm pretty sure I called you, you would be in demand in so many platforms. So how do you manage this, your passion of reading books and plus managing the social
media? See, it's not just about social media. Distractions are everywhere. Yeah, I agree that social media is the biggest distraction. See, everybody talks about time management. And when they talk about time management, it's basically about clock management. But I find very few people, we think that managing the clock is what is all about. No, more than the clock, what we need is a compass. More than what kind of work we are doing, is that activity on the line towards my main goal? Okay, I did one activity 3 years ago. Okay, imagine that this is point A where you are standing right now, and point B is where you want to go, your success, your target, your goal, your dream. What is the shortest line to travel from point A to point B? A straight line?
Straight line.
The shortest distance is a straight line. Yeah. For everybody who is watching, including Lina, even I did this exercise 4 years ago. Every activity that you do from the morning till night, if you think that activity is taking you one step towards point B, your ultimate goal, put the dot on line AB. All right. Okay. If you think it has nothing to do with your ultimate goal, put the dot outside the line. I did this for 1 week 4 years ago, and I feel ashamed of myself. 80% of the dots fell outside the line. Can you believe this?
I feel
That means it's not about getting more things done. Talk about productivity. No, I have only 3 big tasks in a day. That's all. And my day ends at 3 o'clock when I do that most uncomfortable 3 activities, which are most challenging. But most uncomfortable and challenging jobs are the ones which are required to reach the ultimate goal. Yeah.
oh,
And then today I'm very proud that 80% of my activities fall on line AB. Yeah. And पहला ऐसा हो, अगर if I try to join all those dots which are falling outside the line, ये ऐसा होगा, we are lost.
yeah,
We'll never reach point B.
true.
And then we complain, success is not coming, success is not coming.
Uh,
And needless to mention, all those social media dots have to fall outside the line. So we have simple solutions like, because for today's session, I installed Instagram in my mobile. I don't have Instagram, Facebook on my mobile, but I am there. I am there every day. I have one post every day on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. How come? I go to all these sites through my laptop because I can't carry my laptop in my pocket. And they can't send me a notification if I leave the laptop at home. Yeah. The moment it is on your mobile, it becomes part of your body, and they are so smart. These tech giants are so smart. They manipulate your human behavior and make you go on that app again and again by sending and bombarding notifications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing tip. Thank you so much. There's so much to learn from you. I mean, we have a constraint of time, almost done. But I literally have not even asked you 1/4 of the questions which I had listed down. But okay, maybe I need to grab your time again. But
Yeah.
before we leave, I really want to understand about, or everyone who is watching here, about the Good Habit Society which you have started, the cause of it, and what exactly it's all about, because most of the people are not aware of it. And so can you just explain about it, Good Habit Society?
So, yeah. So I'm getting it registered. Only legal formality are pending because of the lockdown. It got delayed. I wanted to do something in the physical world. I've done in the digital world a lot. So I just ran one experiment in my area. I called few boys and girls, young boys and girls in my area who hated books. Yeah, who hated reading and hated books. And I just gave them one book each, and let's please sit down. And I just told them one line, that one page that you read is equal to 1 point. And I made a table on the blackboard, wrote their names, and you have to write your number of points after 1 hour. Suddenly, they all want to read as much pages as they can. They wanted to win. So what I learned this from a book called Game of Work. Game of Work. Why these games and sports are so exciting and motivating? Not because of the bats and balls.
Because of the
bats and balls, because of the game elements. And the 3 major game elements are scoreboard or numbers, comparison, and win-loss state. If you have 3 things, suddenly you become motivated to do these things. Remove runs from cricket, and suddenly cricket becomes boring and aimless. Remove the concept of likes from Facebook, and you'll never go again on your Facebook after uploading your favorite picture.
True.
Numbers have that much powers. So I just said 1 page is equal to 1 point. So I'm going to bring these game elements in reading habit. And so I request all those who want to support. I have a collection of 4,000 books at home, and they are sitting idle here. So why not utilize all these books by giving it to everybody? But then giving books is not enough, because books and reading habit are not synonymous. Okay. So I'm going to run this experiment on a larger scale, and I request all of you, if you could help one reader by supporting one reader, because admin cost hoga, books ka dispatch hoga, ek banda lagega, sab lagega. So 100 rupees tentatively per reader per month will be the cost that I might incur. So if you help me by supporting it, I'll be, encouraging and making more and more boys and girls read in and around Mumbai at least.
Awesome. So let's all participate, guys, who all are watching here and who will be watching this recording on read. So make sure I'll share the link of Amrit where you can actually transfer the payment link, and it's just
Sure.
less than coffee what we spend outside. So I'm making people read by participating in the mission of Amrit of Make India. So thank you so much, Amrit.
Thank you so much. Yes, and as I said, I've picked up unselfishness as my core human value. So when I wrote my book, see, that's why app is completely free, because I have to be unselfish. So after writing my book, I thought, how can I bring unselfishness in my book? So I haven't copyrighted my book. I think copywriting and patenting is selfishness. मुझे ही सब कुछ क्यों मिलेगा? So the ideas in this book is a gift to the mankind to take it forward. So I have not copyrighted. Second, I want to help those passionate but poor readers who can't afford to buy the book by giving it for free. So I appeal to those who are not in a hand-to-mouth situation, who are coming from a well-to-do family. Please buy my book from bookletguide.com. It's not there on Amazon. It is on my website, bookletguide.com. This is the major source of revenue to cover the cost of the mission in part. And partly, I use that revenue to give the book for free for such passionate but poor readers. So I'm trying to be the Robin Hood of books. Yeah. Robin Hood तो अमीर लोगों को लूटता था, मैं लूटूंगा नहीं, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा. So I request everybody to help me to become the Robin Hood.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, so guys, Amrit is the author of the 7 highly the 7 habits of highly effective leaders. So please go and grab a copy from the only place where you can get this book, and we all by grabbing a copy is actually again participating in India Read. So thank you so much, Amrit. Thank you so much. Is there any advice which you want to give? One last advice to all the viewers who are watching you.
Okay. I just like to, as I said, read and discuss. So I've read yesterday before going to bed one big idea. Imagine that there is a wooden log 1 foot wide and 15 feet in length, and I keep it on the ground and ask you to walk on it. Will you walk it? Yeah. Aram se you'll walk on it. Now I keep the same wooden log with the same width and the same length between two 15-story buildings. Will you walk with the same amount of confidence? No. Now, isn't it funny? The same width, same length, but in the first case, we walked fearlessly, because in the first case, we focused on walking. In the second case, we focused on falling. So we do not look at things the way they are, but the way we want to see. Perception changes everything. A change in perception is worth 80 IQ points. Like, for example, I used to envy friends who were living in buildings with elevators and lifts. My building doesn't have a lift. Okay. But when I changed my perception and I started looking at the building without a lift as a free gym that I'll be going up and down at least 3 times a day, yeah, suddenly I feel proud and I pity on those who have a lift in their buildings. Yeah. Change in perception is worth 80 IQ points. And the opposite is also true. Failing to change perception is loss of intelligence. Yeah. So it's all about how you look at it. Yeah. जिसको भगवान दिखता है, उसको पत्थर नहीं दिखता है. जिसको पत्थर दिखता है, उसको भगवान नहीं दिखता है. Same is the case with entrepreneurship. You empower women for entrepreneurship. Yeah. It's not about strategies and skills and marketing, and it's all about the way you look at it. You know, 9 out of 10 startups fail. Yeah. But जो चलता है ना, वो चलता नहीं, वो उड़ता है.
Yeah.
And entrepreneurs only look at that one. Now it's craziness. It's not logic. But opposite of logic is magic. Yeah.
Exactly.
So just try to defy all the traditional rules, status quo, and just do what your heart says. Okay. Fall down, get up, fall down, get up. It's okay. It's all about the process. and let's not get obsessed with the results.
Wow. I mean, no one could be a better person to explain than you about perception. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You have explained each and every concept and made it so clear, so crisp, and something which we can absorb it and implement it. Thank you so much, guys. All of you are watching. Thank you.
Thank you. I really enjoyed. Yes.
Thank you.
Chalo. And I like the song that you were playing before the session. Yeah.
I'm not tired.
Thank you. Chalo. Bye bye. Happy reading.
Happy evening. Happy
Yes.
read.
Bye bye.
All of you.
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.